All right, we do have just a little bit of Halloween Ends news to talk about, as Jason Blum has seen the movie, and this lines up with what he said just a few weeks ago. We talked about it on here on a previous Michael Myers Monday Live show a few weeks ago when Jason Blum and Jamie Lee Curtis were on stage, and he had mentioned at that time that he was going to be seeing a first cut of Halloween Ends 2 weeks from that time. That was approximately 2 weeks ago, and now he's seeing that first cut. So let's jump over here. Jumping over here to Twitter, here you can see Jason Blum just a few days ago on May 19th tweeted, "Guess what? I actually saw Halloween Ends last night." Um, Again, that lines up with the schedule that he had kind of laid out a few weeks ago when he was going to be seeing it. And lots of questions and comments after that, begging for more details, nothing else to there. But the encouraging thing here is that a first cut of the movie has been completed. It has been screened for Jason Blum internally, and that means that now they're going to be moving very quickly to a test screening. So that the next question now becomes, when is a test screening taking place? We got just a tiny bit of lead on that over here. Well, first you can see over here on Twitter, uh, somebody asked the account Viewer Anon about that Jason Blum tweet. Now, Viewer Anon is a Twitter account that really specializes in reporting on test screenings. And they answered when it was asked if this tweet that Jason sent out was referring to a test screening. And Viewer Anon gave an interesting response to that. They say that Ends had an internal screening on Tuesday night, which would have been May 17th, I believe, which means that Blum either saw it after everyone else or got his dates mixed up. And then, interestingly, here at the end, it hasn't tested publicly yet. So then Viewer Anon followed up in the next tweet saying, quote, "While we're on the subject, Halloween Ends has not had a public test screening yet." And then they add some interesting comments about the script, saying that it is very different from Kills, basically the opposite end of the spectrum as far as the scale and carnage of HK. And that's not too surprising considering what we've heard about this movie being a quieter, more intimate type film as opposed to the bloodbath massacre that was HK. And again, this is from a script that the person that runs the Viewer Anon account apparently claims to have read. And as they say, they don't know what made it screen. And that's all anybody's ever got when you're talking about somebody who read a script and hasn't seen the movie, is they read a script. If you've watched any of my interviews with the cast of Halloween Kills, then you'll know that David Gordon Green, his scripts are very fluid, and what's written on the script and what's prepared very often will change on the day on set. So again, what scripts may have been read by whoever out there in the world, you know, it might be in the film, it might not. But those comments about the script that this person read, that doesn't surprise me in the least. That's kind of what I think we're expecting at this point a little bit. Very interesting, though, that Jason Blum watched HK at this internal screening, or very likely maybe just watched it privately after that internal screening. But in any case, he's seen it. That first cut is out there. There's been definitely an internal screening. The studio heads have now seen it. So the next step is absolutely going to be that public test screening. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. And then there's going to be reactions that will come out of that. There may be some things that are changed as a result of that screening, which happened as a result of the Halloween 2018 test screenings. There may be things that people love and they don't change. Very little, pretty much nothing was touched after the HK test screening because it tested so positive. Um, 2018, they did reshoot some things, if you'll remember. So um, we'll be keeping an eye and ear out for that. I would expect that that could happen as early as this week. It's definitely going to be happening very soon, and that definitely lines up with our previous speculation and educated guess hypothesis that we're probably going to be getting that trailer dropping in the next couple weeks, mid to late June, probably around June 23rd, when the Black Phone is opening in theaters. Another Blumhouse Universal horror picture. Makes all the sense in the world. So you guys can chime in.